Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Check out what I've got in front of you right here. Appearing for the first time on the Big D Coins channel is a actual United States special mint set. You might have heard me talk about these a little bit on the channel. Special mint sets were made in 1965, 1966, and 1967. And they were used to satisfy the demand of coin collectors in the period which the United States Mint did not make any proof sets. So instead of making proof sets, United States Mint made these things right here, which are known as the special mint sets. So in the video, we'll talk about the mintages of this one right here, the 1967 special mint set. The mintages on the 67 are a little bit lower than 66 and 65, and there are some very valuable 1967 special mint set deep cameo Kennedy half dollars out there. So that's kind of a lot that's going on for those Kennedy half dollars. So we'll unpack that a little bit and talk about why those are so valuable. Also, when occurring in the year of 1967, we've got these coins up top right here. These coins are centennial anniversary Canada coins, which are dated 1967. So we'll save these ones for the second half of the video in case you haven't seen these before. They're a nice Canadian coin that has the rock dove on the reverse of them. So we'll talk about the mintages of these cool 1967 Canadian coins after we get into the real details of the United States coins that were made in 1967. So your 1967 special mint set will come in a box that looks just like this. Now, it's actually kind of hard to get the hard, rigid plastic thing out of the box without damaging it too much. As you can see, the edge of it are a little bit worn. Now, people will cherry pick these to look for more valuable ones. So unfortunately, the one I got, which I purchased on eBay, doesn't really have any that have super nice finishes to them. It looks like someone went through this already and probably checked it out to see if any of them were super valuable. But I decided to purchase the 1967 versus a 1965 or 66 because just in case someone hadn't gone through them, there are more valuable ones in the 1967 than the other two years. Now, what happens with the special mint set? I'm going to zoom in on a couple of the coins so we can see what the actual finish looks like. Now, the special mint set coins were only struck once versus proof sets, which are struck twice. However, when they struck these coins, they put more pressure on them than your regular United States circulating business class strike coins. So the quality of the image of the coin is going to be determined based on the quantity of strikes and the pressure of the strike that's applied. So proof coins are struck twice to make sure they get the very finite details onto the actual coins, and they're also struck with a lot of pressure. These ones right here just struck once, but they had increased pressure to them. So the image that you see right here should have more detail than what you're used to seeing in circulated coins. Now, these will have a little bit more luster to them than your regular United States coins, and the more valuable ones will have some frosted details and then the real deep cameo fields. So a deep cameo field will look a little bit kind of like a mirror finish to it. So this quarter probably has the best example of the deep mirror, of a more deep mirror finish in the fields than the other ones on this coin. So you can see it looks somewhat like a little bit of a mirror to it. But very nice coins. We've got the Lincoln penny, we've got the Jefferson nickel, the Roosevelt dime, which has got a little bit rotated in the set, the United States Washington quarter, and the Kennedy half dollar. Now, we'll spend a little bit of time talking about the Kennedy half dollar because there are some super valuable 1967 Kennedy half dollars out there. So if you search on PCGS for Kennedy half dollars and you're looking at 1967, you'll note that some of them have the SMS designation and then DC. So SMS is the special mint strike, DC is the deep cameo. Now, some of them have graded a mint state 68 by PCGS with that deep cameo. They've graded 18 of those, and those have a price guide of $6,750. Now, PCGS has not graded any of them with a deep cameo finish of a mint state 69. However, NGC has. And recently, one of those sold at a Stax Barros auction for $12,600. So on August 2018, at a Stax Barros auction, a NGC graded deep cameo special mint set Kennedy half dollar, like this one right here, except a fancier, kind of well struck, better struck with better finishes to it. One of these sold for $12,600. So imagine spending $10 for this nice little special mint set to find out that you've got a coin inside that's going to be worth $12,000. Now, even those mint state, 65, 66, 67, 68 will have quite a return on your investment, considering that these right here aren't too expensive. Now, a real better way to buy these is at your actual local coin shop, because then you can actually see them in person, take a good look at them, rather than purchasing them on eBay, which is what I did, and you don't really get to see as good of a detail on what these actual coins look like. Let's flip it over so you can see the reverse. Now, there's nothing too special on the reverse of these coins. The reverse of my half dollar right here actually looks a lot better than the obverse, so maybe I should have started with this side. But you can see that there's a deeper finish to them, a more mirror-like fields of the coin. So we've got the half dollar, the quarter, the dime, the nickel, and the penny. Now, as you can imagine, a lot of these have survived at a very highly graded state, so really need to get one at the mint state 65 or better to be worth selling it or getting it graded by a coin grading agency like PCGS or NGC. So hopefully you enjoyed my special mint set. Let's transition into the foreign coin showcase portion of today's video, which will talk about these coins right here. And I'll have to zoom in a little bit more if I can. So what we've got right here are other coins dated in 1967, but these ones come to you from our friends to the north, from Canada. These ones are part of the centennial anniversary of the Confederation of Canada. So the Confederation of Canada, founded 1867, 100 years later, they made these in 1967. And what you're looking at on the reverse is a rock dove in flight, surrounded with the face value and inscription Canada 1867 to 1967. There are 345 million of these coins produced. So if you get one that's in a condition like this, it's not going to be worth a lot of money, but maybe you're like me and just want to hold on to all these circulating commemorative coins that you can get your hands on. The metal content of these coins is 98% copper, so this is part of the reason why Canada stopped making their penny, because they held onto their copper in their coins for much longer than the United States did, so therefore their pennies were more expensive to produce. All right, that's all I've really got. If we flip it over, we see just your generic obverse of Queen Elizabeth II, her at age 39. Thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully you enjoyed taking a look at these 1967 Canadian pennies, as well as our United States special mint set appearing on the Big D coins for the very first time. Thank you very much, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy!